Hello Sagittarius, how you doing? Welcome to your energy tarot reading going from the 2nd to the 8th of December. Happy birthday to all of you having your birthday during this week. You will we've got on our channel the 2025 reading for Sagittarius for the year, as it were, energy reading. If you want to see that, you'll find it at the end of the post around the top of my head, or you can find it on our channel. We will be going into the energies that we talked about during the energy update on Wednesday. And this week here, we're going to be talking about fire and water and see how that combines into your flower. But in the meantime, let's just bring up your Astroflower and see what's going on for you in this week. Here's the overall energy. It's really pushing outwards now. I think this newfound confidence that you've got within you, in almost like the spiritual, the emotional, moral, all of that side of life seems to be, you seem to have understood something, and it's now like you're expressing that. You're expressing that energetically within the world. You're feeling a lot more sort of confidence within life, which is really good. And confidence within you more than anything else. On your financial side, jobs, business and projects. You're pushing to the future. There's a great passionate opportunity for you, I think. And passion seems to be the key this week. It's all about the passions and how we apply ourselves passionately in life, but enjoying it. Don't let it be stressful sort of passion. Make sure it's a passion that makes you sort of, float and enjoy life, as it were. Okay? So, that's the energies that are coming through you in this week here. Here's the card that's come out. Death and rebirth. Yeah, this is the new you. I think you've understood a lot of things, certainly on your relationship side. And the new you is also directing towards a great opportunity in the future. And it is the death and rebirth. Not everyone's going to be able to understand it. And I wouldn't expect everybody to understand it. The main thing is that you understand it. That's the main thing, sort of, Sagittarius. Let's just see what's going on for your relationship side. On your karmic path. There's two things going on here. There's almost like, if you want to get what you want karmically, you have to get what you want financially as well. And it seems to be a codependency that's going on there. On the connection to the universe, I find this very sociable. I don't think this is a one-to-one. It could well be one-to-one, but I find it very much more sort of like meeting people, enjoying life. It almost like there's like a wedding or like a birthday party to go to that's going to be, could well be your birthday party, but it is just meeting people with the new you, as it were. What's on the past there? The past has got someone's thrown a tarpaulin over it, a tarp over it, and as if to sort of say, that's the past. Did we have that last week? I've got a funny feeling we did as well. It's not ready to be looked at. It's almost just the only thing that's really coming through on it is it's helping you to remind you of what you do not want. Okay. In your future self, this is where the passion starts coming in. This is where the fire really starts coming in for you. It's really, really nice, a beautiful energy here, and it's the joy of celebration. It's the joy of life. That's what seems to be coming through. What's the messages for this week here? Only you define you. And this is, I think it's walking the talk, not just talking it. I think it's walking the walk, not talking the talk. And it feels like that you're really in confidence with that. On your karmic path here, you get the Eight of Wands. Insight gives you a sort of like a focal point of where you should be going. But I do get like there's almost like communication with your work side and your personal side of life. It's almost as if like once you get the two working in tandem, it gives you a real focal point for your emotions and your spiritual path, and your energy, as it were, and your relationships that are around you. It really gives you a direction. That card definitely wants to come out. Ace of Swords. This is where it's connected to a universe that is around you. It's the new you. And I think it's very clear in your mind what sort of energy, what sort of persona or emotions you want to put out in that world there. And if you are confident within yourself, it's going to open a lot of doors. It's going to turn a lot of heads. That's what it's going to do. It's going to turn a lot of heads, and it's going to make this whole celebration of some sort of celebration into a really beautiful experience for you. In your past self, you have the Devil cards. This is something that you don't want to look at. And it could well be something that might have been very toxic in your past. That maybe, is not the moment. It's very good at the Devil's very good at showing you the illusions of life. So you can see the paths that are, are the illusions that are not good for you. In your future self, this is where the passions come in. You are manifesting you. You're creating you. You define you. And in the future, it is going to be so easy to do because people are seeing you for what you are. With the new you for who you are. And this is about defining you. And as you define you, I think you're going to get more and more results in the way of feeling very happy and content with life and content with who you are. And because you're going to be content with who you are, that's when you can open the doors to love, to relationships, one-to-one relationships. But at the moment, it's trying on the new you like a new jacket, as it were. Let's just see what's going on your financial side. No, this is the karmic path is really passionate about something. It seems to be like a project or a business or a career path that you're working towards. You're very passionate about it. It feels like, yes, this is what I'm put on this planet to do. And it's on your karmic path to go there and experience that. On your connection to the universe, a lot of networking. I think there's a lot of communication that goes on here. It seems very much like the Eight of Wands that you got in your karmic path, and that might well be connected to that. It may well be that you meet some great people in the world through your business that actually becomes very good friends or becomes a partner. And I mean a partner as in sort of an emotional partner or or a financial partner, but whatever it is, there's definitely a lot of communication that goes along with it. On the past self, it's almost, I get like it's, I can do this. It's helping you to build your confidence about yourself. It's also helping you to build the knowledge of bringing your strengths into play. So you might be very good at communication. You might be very good at putting on events and so forth. And this is where you can combine your communication and putting on the events. So you can create this whole sort of like a weekend of well-being or something like that. And it's just recognizing the strengths that are within you and how you bring them into the future. And in your future self, getting passionate about what you're building, what you're creating. And this could be the career path, the business, or the project. Whatever you're doing, it's directing towards a really engaging sort of engaging life. What's the lessons that come out of this week here? you keep one eye on the road and one eye on the speedometer. You know, the thing that's telling you how fast you're going. It's like the capacity of keeping your eye on your future, but working on the here and now. That's what the lesson you're learning that this week here to put it all into place for you. So let's see what's going on the karmic path. Multitudes of opportunities. As I said, there's lots of things going on. I know that was on the connection to the universe, wasn't it? The karmic path, because it just told me straight away. What are you talking about? The karmic path here is building into that big offer of passion in your life. And you know, out of all those opportunities, once you get really involved in the here and now, and really engaged in where you're going, that's when the magic of life will start happening. A lot of coincidences will start working for you. Doors would just open without you having to push too hard. It's very, very good for you. In the connection to the universe, lots of different people that you're sort of connecting with. And this is learning about nurturing the idea through to harvest. Of the idea, or the results, or the victories, or the income of the idea. And I think there's a lot of people around you and communicating about it's almost as if like you're communicating about a process, like you're explaining something to a lot of people. And I think that could be opening doors to networking. From the past, you obviously got a bee in your bonnet. This is all about that light that you're showing on this card here. That she's concentrating on, this light here, is coming from the past of a something that really drove your passion. There's a lot of attributes, and once you start playing to your strengths, that's when you can really start opening some doors, or whatever you wish to be doing in life. And I feel this is quite new. This is a relatively new project. And connecting with other people is really important. Really a lot of communications going on. We saw that down there as well. And you're learning this whole process. There's a bit of celebration as well. This is where I get sort of marriage or, celebration and that sort of thing. I get that on that side as well. But it's certainly connecting in the future. It's almost like, celebrating life. Celebrating life and celebrating what it can bring for you. In the lessons here is learning about your passions, okay? You get the Three of Swords. There's 2 threes you've got on that side now. But the Three of Swords, if it was on the relationship side, obviously it's a different kettle of fish. On the financial side, it's one eye on the road and one eye on the, on the steering wheel, as it were. And this is where, in order to do that, you need to be a little bit emotionally detached about things because you're working to a plan, or it seems like you're working to a plan, or a certain order, a certain way of doing things. And with that working to do certain things, it's gonna demand you to be very concentrated on the here and now. And that's what that card's all about. As you concentrate on the here and now, you're gonna seize on the opportunities as they arrive for you. Let's just see what's going on with the energies that are coming through you through the system, which we see in the energy updates. So let's just bring up the sun. Here we go. We have the sun here that's going from this week. There's a few coronal holes that you can see. That's that earth energy. If you've been following the energy updates, you'll start to understand what's happening in the prana, in the vibration as it comes through. There's also been solar flares as well with sunspots, which is fire energy. There's been a few, but nothing really directed in our way. There has been a fiery filament eruption, which you will see around here at some point. It erupted, and there you go, it is there, and it's created a CME that's coming in our direction, but it's going to give us a side swipe. We're not going to get a full whack, and we should be getting that. We should be pretty much going through that, or just been through that by the time this reading comes out. Now that's going to change the energy at the moment, because filament energy is water energy, And if we get that eruption, that's going to bring the fire into the situation. So now we're looking at water and fire. So let's just have a look and see what's going on with your flower. So here's your flower here, and this is Sagittarius' flower. One thing you'll notice, you don't actually have any fire in the centre of you, and which is all about the full signs. We go into it a lot on this sort of channel. You do have this cardinal energy that comes in as earth from Capricorn and then gets converted into water. And you do have this water there that comes in, that fixed water that comes in from Scorpio and also from Aquarius that goes around you. Now, the only real sort of mixing of fire and water at the moment is really down here in this section here, where you get this water that comes in from Pisces, down by this section here. And that's the only real sort of connection you have. You have another connection up the top there between the waters that are coming through between the lessons of the week and the future self coming through there. And you do get that water that's running through that sort of contributes to the sort of energy that's coming through you as you go into your relationship side, that what you're putting out there in the way of energies into the world that is around you. So let's just bring back up your cards. We're going to be going into that. We're going to be pulling stuff on that sort of side, see what's going on between how you control your emotions and the celebrations, which can be quite difficult sometimes, obviously, to keep the lid on your passions, as it were. And maybe that's a real lesson that you're learning this week. Let's just see what the energies that are coming in from that. You get the Seven of Wands. This could tie into that Eight of Wands as well on the karmic path on the other side. This is all about knowing your pathway. It's built upon Six of Wands, a real understanding of victory from within yourself. But you've got this wand here that's going off. Some people sort of say that it's defending your pathway. But I think the more that you get involved and you start living your life and walking your pathway, you don't have to defend it anymore. You just need to walk it. And you get the Two of Wands. Yeah, this fixed water that's coming into your life here, and it's going to be meeting this cardinal earth that comes across. So, a plan of action is really good, and I feel like this is you putting that plan of action into place, and the energy is trying to help you do that. Let's just see what's going on with the Ace of Swords. This is what's going to be helping people turn, what's going to be you turning people's heads. You get the Seven of Pentacles, nurturing connections with other people. Well, I think it's more nurturing your stance according to life, according to the relationships that are around you, the people that are around you. You're nurturing yourself more than anything else. And the moment you do, it's going to start going quite quickly. I think there's people around you that is going to get on board very, very quickly to what you're doing in life. And when he gets on board, that's all of a sudden it builds a lot of confidence within you. And I think this builds a lot of victories for you. How does it connect here between this water here that we're connecting between the Death and Rebirth and the Magician card? You get the Ace of Wands. That's twice now you've got the Ace of Wands on the table. I think it plays beautifully well. I'll just use this card here because it's also they're all the same, as it were. I think this energy here, this new energy that is within you, and this new persona that you put out there, is you can create anything you want, and it's driving through with those passions of life, of what you enjoy. The new you, defining you, I think is going to be the main ingredient, really, more than anything else. Let's just see what else is going on there. You get the Five of Swords. Yeah, I think you're walking away from this Devil card here. I think that internal conflict is coming to an end this week, and you're quite happily standing in your power and living something completely new. So, yeah, there you go, Sagittarius. You do have your yearly reading, which will be around about my head, or the energy update. So I'll see you on there. Thanking you very much for being here, and thanking you very much for all the support. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun. So please do enjoy.